Welcome everyone to the statewide Medicaid Managed Care Long-Term Care Program webinar for long-term care potential network providers. This presentation is part of a series designed to teach you about the statewide Medicaid Managed Care Long-Term Care Program. In particular, this presentation will teach you about choice counseling in the statewide Medicaid Managed Care Long-Term Care Program. To access today's presentation, please follow the link below to the SMMC website. That would be AHCA.myflorida.com/SMMC and select the News and Events tab under the header image. Note, you can also use the red button to sign up for SMMC program updates via email. Next, please select Event and Training Materials to download today's presentation. You may also view details regarding future SMMC events using the Upcoming Events tab. Last, choose the files you would like to save. Another note, you may also view files from past events and AHCA guidance statements or submit questions to be answered in future presentations. Now that everyone has had a chance to download today's presentation, let me introduce you to today's presenter. We have Damon Rich with the Agency for Healthcare Administration. I will now hand you over to Damon.
Thank you, Courtney. Okay, today's presentation, our objectives are defining choice counseling process overview, and choice counseling process details. Choice counseling defined. Choice counseling is a service offered by the Agency for Healthcare Administration through a contracted enrollment broker to assist recipients in understanding managed care, available plan choices and plan differences, the enrollment and plan change process. Counseling is unbiased and objective. The choice counseling process can be triggered by one of many factors. A recipient is determined to be newly eligible for managed care and is mandatorily required to or may voluntarily choose a managed care plan. A current plan enrollee desires to change from one plan to another plan. The choice counseling cycle. Recipient determined eligible for enrollment or enters open enrollment period. The recipient receives communication informing them of choices. The recipient may enroll or change via phone, online, or in person. Enrollment or change is processed during monthly processing and becomes effective the following month. Newly eligible recipients are allowed 90 days to try the plan out before becoming locked in. A closer look at the cycle. Eligibility. Under the long-term care program, recipients fall into one of a few general eligibility categories. Mandatory, which means fully eligible for Medicaid, in an aid category that is required to enroll in a managed care plan. Voluntary, fully eligible for Medicaid in an aid category that does not require a recipient to enroll in a managed care plan. Medicaid pending, or also known as med pending, determined medically eligible and awaiting financial eligibility, Medicaid approval. And temporary loss, which means determined medically eligible but has had an interruption in financial eligibility. A closer look at the cycle. Communication. Recipients will receive various letters. For newly eligible recipients, they can receive a fully eligible packet, which includes a letter, brochure that provides plan information specific to the individual's region, information on how to make an enrollment, the plan to which they'll be assigned if they do not make a choice. Medicaid pending packet includes a letter, brochure that provides plan information specific to the individual's region and explains how to make an enrollment, and information on Medicaid pending. The reminder letter reminds fully eligible recipients of their need to make an enrollment choice by a specific cutoff date, which was also included in the original letter. The confirmation letter is mailed after a voluntary plan choice or change to confirm the recipient's selection and to inform them of next steps and rights. Open enrollment letter is mailed 60 days prior to the recipient's plan enrollment anniversary date to remind them of their right to change plans. For the purpose of the long-term care rollout, the screen before you just presents the dates of the first notification letter, which is known as the pre-welcome letter, then the welcome letter, their initial welcome letter, and then the final notification letter, which is the reminder letter before their plan goes effective. A closer look at the cycle enrollment rules. Recipients who are newly eligible and required to enroll have at least 30 days to enroll before their auto-assignment takes effect. Then they have 90 days from the effective date to change plans without cause. After 90 days in the same plan, mandatory recipients are locked in and can only change during their open enrollment period or with a state-approved good cause reason. Pending recipients may not change plans until after they are approved for Medicaid, but they may disenroll prior to being approved or convert their selection to a pending choice. Recipients who temporarily lose their Medicaid coverage cannot change plans while they do not have coverage. With regard to pending choice means that the recipient makes known what plan they would like to choose or select once they receive full Medicaid eligibility. A closer look at the cycle enrollment. Individuals may enroll or change their plans using one of the following methods. Online by going to www.flmedicaidmanagedcare.com and click on the Enroll Online button at the top of the page, or by contacting the call center at 1-877-711-3662 and speaking with a counselor to complete enrollment or to request a face-to-face meeting. Choice counseling is available in English, Spanish, and Creole, whether that is online, face-to-face, or through the call center. The call center has access to over 240 different languages, so there are additional languages which choice counseling can occur as well. Online program and available plan information is available, including a glossary to help recipients or their loved ones understand the terminology that is involved with Medicaid managed care. There is information about how to make a plan selection, questions that should be considered when making a plan selection or plan choice. In order to enroll online, there's a verification process in which 3 of 5 pieces of information must be provided. If the member themselves are not enrolling, you must identify your relationship to the member, and then you can log on and proceed with the enrollment. Courtney?
All right. Right now you should be viewing a resource page that is very helpful for anything SMMC related. The first is an email address that if you have any questions that you know are technical or otherwise, you may send to flmedicaidmanagedcare@AHCA.myflorida.com. Once again, for questions relating to SMMC, please email them to flmedicaidmanagedcare@AHCA.myflorida.com. To receive updates about the SMMC program, you may go to AHCA.myflorida.com/SMMC. Once on that site, you can enroll for upcoming events, program updates by clicking on the Sign Up for Program Updates. To locate today's materials, once again, on that website, you will click the News and Events tab, and then Event and Training Materials to locate today's presentation.